A kind woman struggling to make ends meet shares leftover food from her restaurant job with a hungry old man she finds outside her apartment. 1 week later, she receives a mysterious package on her doorstep. But who sent it and what's inside? Hi, everyone. Today, I'm excited to share a new story with you. Let's get started. Maria was a woman in her late 30s who had recently divorced. She had no children. After Maria lost everything to her ex-husband, whom she believed she would spend the rest of her life with, she had to start again, from scratch. To get away from her toxic and narcissistic ex-husband, Maria moved to a new town. Luckily for her, after weeks of constantly searching for a job, she found one working at a restaurant as a dishwasher. It was a fancy restaurant, and at the end of every day it had different kinds of leftover food. Luckily for Maria, she had a nice boss who allowed the restaurant workers to take home some leftover food once every week. That day, Maria finished her shift around 10 p.m., and before leaving, she took some leftover food with her. Each time, Maria took enough food she was sure would last her for at least a week, until she could take some again the following week. Unlike her colleagues who lived far from the restaurant and had to drive a long distance to go to work every day, Maria's house was in the neighborhood, only a 10-minute walk from the restaurant. Shortly after Maria left the restaurant that night, she arrived at her apartment building. But before she went inside, she noticed an old man sitting by the entrance. By merely seeing the old man, Maria suspected he was either homeless or begging for money. But the only odd thing was that it was quite late to still see a beggar outside her apartment building. Because of how tired and weak the old man looked, Maria decided to share some of her leftover food with him. Without saying a word to him, Maria went into her apartment and scooped out a large portion of the leftover food into a bowl. She grabbed a bottle of water and took both the food and water to the old man. "Hello, sir. You must be hungry," Maria said to the old man as she handed him the food and water. "Thank you so much. I was famished," the old man said with a smile spread across his face. "I sincerely appreciate your kindness. Many people saw me here, but they ignored me, and I had lost hope of getting some food to tide me over. You must be an angel." "Oh, not at all. I had more than enough food, and I thought it would be better to share it with someone," Maria said. "I'll have to go now," she added before walking away. While Maria walked back into the building, she could hear the old man thanking her repeatedly, and for the first time, in a very long time, Maria smiled wholeheartedly, and she felt like she had done something great. The next day, when Maria was leaving for work, she expected to see the old man outside, but there was no sign of him. "Oh, maybe he has returned to his shelter," Maria said to herself. Without thinking too much about the old man, Maria began her walk to the restaurant, and a few minutes later, she got there. For the remainder of that week, Maria got so distracted by working long hours that she totally forgot about the old man. After she hadn't seen him that morning, Maria believed he had returned to his shelter or had probably gone elsewhere, so she didn't think she would see him again. A week after Maria had shared her food with the old man, something unusual happened. That day, it was about 7 a.m., and Maria was still in bed when she heard a knock on her door. "Hold on, I'm coming," Maria said at the top of her voice, expecting whoever was at her door to wait for her. Less than a minute after Maria heard the knock, she got to the door, but to her greatest surprise, No one was there. She scattered her eyes in the corridor, hoping to see someone, but no one was in sight, not even her neighbors. Just as Maria was about to shut her door and return to bed, she noticed a small box on her doorstep. Curious to find out what was in the box, Maria took it and unwrapped it. Immediately after unwrapping the box, she gasped at its shocking content. "Oh my God! Who could have sent me all this money?" Maria exclaimed. There were 2 bundles of $100 notes and a small note in the box. Maria didn't see the note until she took the money out of the box. When she saw the note, Maria thought it would give her a clue about the sender, but the note only read, "This is my little way of showing appreciation. Thank you for your kindness," leaving her with no clue. The rest of that day, Maria couldn't stop thinking of the mysterious package she had received and its sender. She thought of all the people she had been kind to in the past, but none of them could afford to send her all that money. Once the old man she had helped crossed her mind, but Maria discarded the thoughts because she didn't see the possibility of the gift coming from a homeless, broke man. In the following days, Maria deliberately refused to touch the mysterious money she had received. Instead of spending it like any other person would, she wrapped it in black nylon and locked it in one of her kitchen cupboards. Also, she never mentioned the mysterious gift to anyone, not even her closest colleague at work. 2 weeks after Maria received the mysterious package, she was at the restaurant washing dishes at the back when her boss announced that someone was asking for her outside the restaurant. At first, Maria was confused because she had just moved to that town, didn't have any friends, and had never told anyone where she worked. As soon as she was told she had a visitor, Maria left the dishes and walked out of the restaurant to see who it was. Outside the restaurant, there were 2 black cars parked in front of it, one with tinted windows and the other with regular transparent windows. Immediately, Maria stepped out of the restaurant. An old man in a navy blue suit and a neatly shaved beard came out of the first car and walked towards Maria. "Hello, Maria. Did you like my gift? I'm sorry I couldn't give it to you in person." "I was out of town for a business trip," the old man said. "I'm sorry, who are you?" Maria asked, clearly confused. "Apologies for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Frank Rowland, the owner of Rowland's Investment Group." "Wait a minute. Was it you who sent me all that money?" Maria asked. "Oh, yes. That was me. I had more than enough, so I thought it would be better to share it with someone." The old man winked and smiled. "I don't understand. Your note said this is my little way of showing appreciation. Thank you for your kindness. Are you sure you're not mistaking me for someone else?" "I don't even know you," Maria said. "No, how can I mistake you for someone else? You were the only one who helped me that night when others didn't," the old man said. "That night?" Maria paused in shock. "It can't be. There's no way you're the old man I shared the leftover food with," Maria said in a shocked and surprised tone. "I'm the one," the old man said with a smile beaming across his face. "How is that even possible? Just some weeks ago, you were homeless and begging for money, and now you look like the CEO of a Forbes 50 company," Maria said. "About that night, you know us old men can sometimes get bored and lonely. Well, that day I was feeling bored, so I decided to go out and try something fun. It was great to disguise as a beggar and see if people would treat me nicely if they didn't know my real identity," the old man said. When the old man said that, Maria was speechless for a minute. Of all the people, She did not expect the old man to be the one behind the mysterious package. "Thank you for your gift, Mr. Rowland. Words cannot express how grateful I am," Maria said. "You're welcome, Maria. But that's not all. I noticed that you walk to work every day, so I thought you would need this too," the old man said as he stretched a car key to Maria. "Oh my God," Maria said, covering her mouth in shock. Then she fell to her knees and began crying. "Am I dreaming?" Maria struggled to say, despite her tears. After crying for a couple of minutes, Maria got up and hugged the old man tightly. Thank you so much," Maria said repeatedly. By this time, Maria's colleagues, including her boss, who was watching the scene from inside the restaurant, all went out to congratulate Maria on her new car and thank the old man.